Hello everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive Tarot. Thanks for tuning in. I'm here for a full moon reading for November 15th, 2024 for Libras. You may find this message has sort of a timeless element to it. But I think this reading today is going to focus on what do we need, what are we not seeing? You know, the moon having to do with fears, anxieties, illusions. So what is it we're not seeing? What do our guides want us to know? And what do we need to let go of? Because I'm getting this sense we really do need to be letting go of some things. So let's go ahead and tune in together. We're going to use some of Yasmin Boland's Moonology decks. There's a card. Whoa, there's a card. And actually, two fell on the floor. Several fell on the floor. I am going to take them. They fell on the floor, but I'm going to take them anyway. You have Be Bold and Make the First Move, Cardinal Moon. Libra is a cardinal sign. All right, so Cardinal Moon there. And then we have these four. And we have the energies gaining momentum, Waxing Moon, Waxing Crescent. Show the world the real you, Full Moon in Aquarius. Oh, okay, the end of a tough cycle approaches, Full Moon in Capricorn. And Have Faith in Your Dreams, Waxing Crescent Moon. You know, this feels a lot like the reading I just did for you Tuesday regarding, well, it was a timeless message. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, you're here in this reading now. So anyway, yeah, you may want to check out Tuesday's reading. Okay, because it did have to do with having faith in your dreams, and things will change. Currently, things may be in a state of flux, as what came out in that reading. But it is really important to still be tapping into what brings you joy, what brings you harmony, what makes you feel most authentic and you. And regardless of what's going on around you or even within you to some degree. So just keeping yourself on that positive channel, letting yourself continue to be that positive channel for others. Let's get into, I think we'll just go right into tarot. Let's do that. I think today I'm going to use the Crow Tarot. I just feel like it'll, you know, it's good for fall, and it's also, well, fall here anyway. And it's by MJ Cullinane. And I think it's just going to help us kind of be on this theme here. What do we not see coming? What do we need to know? What are our guides? What's our higher self trying to tell us? Messages for the greatest, highest good of Libra. Please read the disclaimer. You have free will, final say. Your intuition knows best. And these are general readings. I'm not authorized to give any sort of therapy or professional advice in any way. So please do remind yourself of that. You have free will, final say. You know best. First out, you have the Emperor. Now, I saw this in the pre-shuffle, so I love that it's coming through. It's a consistent energy here. We have Aries. You had the Emperor come through in the reading I did 2 days ago for you, but it was in the reverse. And I really love seeing this in the upright. It's falling right under that Be Bold and Make the First Move card. So this is, you know, with Aries energy here, doesn't have to be, but it's just the energy of Aries. So that warrior, that leadership here coming in. And with the Emperor, this is also about tightening things up. Things, you may have some loose ends or some things that need to be sort of settled or finalized coming up. And it's kind of encouragement to do that here. I'm getting something about, you know, having a little pep in the step here, energy gaining momentum here. Maybe this is just going to be a really helpful moon for you in the sign of Taurus, as far as seeing things, seeing through illusions, tackling some anxieties and fears possibly, and continuing to have faith and to let go of what does not serve you. Bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Wands here. And again, like I said, little pep in the step. Maybe you're going to get a little, not a little, but you're going to see some action with regard to the next card being the energy gaining momentum. Some of you may just, you may be feeling as though you're building something and you're starting to see a little bit of results coming in here. Let's get a little bit of like what we're not seeing. I feel like what we're not seeing is this opportunity. There's an opportunity here that we're not necessarily seeing. There's an ability you have, even Libra, that you may not be seeing. You know, the Emperor has all the power of all four kings and, masculine energy, and we all have both, feminine, masculine. And I really do feel that this is sort of getting your footing as far as some sort of opportunity, leadership opportunity, you leading something, heading something. And you have the King of Cups here too. This could be something related to like a business involving your intuition even. It could be therapy of some kind that you're either getting or seeking. The King of Cups can also have to, what I'm getting with this is first of all, this is strong leadership energy. This is certainly bold, wear your heart on your sleeve kind of energy. You've got the Ace of Wands, action oriented, things, taking those bold steps with the Emperor here. The Emperor sees all. No, not saying they see all, know all, like maybe the High Priestess or even the Hierophant, but it is sort of this very very grounded, stable. They're visionaries, right? They're entrepreneurs, so I could be tapping into that for you right now. Energy is gaining momentum. Let's get a few cards on that, please, Crow Tarot. And you have the Eight of Cups. So some of you are getting ready to really leave something or someone behind. The card 7, yeah. So because I feel as though some of you are realizing that it's just not, with the 7 of Pentacles, it's just not worth it. It's like you're just not getting, and it ties right back to that Emperor. So it could be Aries energy, but it can also just be, I'm seeing just some unhappiness here in this tree. So it is letting me know that something's not worth it. And it's just not something you're going to keep pursuing. I feel the energy is gaining momentum in a new direction for you. All right. Energy gaining, yeah, in a new direction. So, and you have the 8 of Pentacles too. I get that just some of you are maybe even working quietly on a dream or a wish kind of, that you're hoping will come true. Let's see what else we get. You're molding something. They're talking about Play-Doh here. So you're molding something. You're shaping it into what you want. Maybe it's your overall life in general. Show the world the real you. We're going to go into all this more. We're going to dive even deeper into all of it. They're actually telling me about mustard, so that could be confirmation for you. Either you really don't like mustard, or you just ate mustard, or you have a mustard stain, or someone just said the word mustard, or you smell it, or there's something about mustard, okay? And you have here the 6 of Wands here, so getting really appreciated. When you show the world the real you, as this card is, that's achievement right there. The fact that you're even being bold enough, because we do have that big bold energy here of you initiating something in the right direction, in a new direction, in a direction that you're feeling is best. Some of you may be a little fuzzy and unclear about what that is now. You may be afraid to even make a mistake, but with these cards here, there's energy moving in this right direction, building momentum, picking up speed, and with this 6 of Wands here, you're going to get recognized for an accomplishment, an achievement, perhaps. It's sort of like all eyes are on you, even. And this is about, showing so this is a timeless reading. So it is like when this will come about, the time's going to vary, fluctuate for all of you. You have the 5 of Cups, but some of you, it's like, when it'll be, it's going to be when you're letting go of who, what, that thing, that previous desire even that is no longer serving you. This is going to go right into the end of tough cycle approaches for you, okay? And then having faith in your dreams. So you're getting closer and closer. You're focusing on the 2 cups, right? In this card, it looks as though some may be focusing on the 3 cups that have fallen. But it's a very cold energy kind of thing. It has to do certainly with emotions, okay? And let's get another card on that though. The Fool card, yeah, but it's that new beginning here. There's that, again, the faith with the feather here. They're telling me still have faith though. Have faith because you're going in the right direction. You're choosing someone's choosing you. That's coming out here. This is certainly following a challenging time. So some of you out there, if you're having this challenging time, you're feeling as though you can't be your authentic self, you will get noticed for your accomplishments, and it's like in what you're doing and even who you're around, and like even where you work or what you drive or car or I'm not clothes, that sort of, like, you get noticed and recognized for different things, right? It may not make sense, but it's like we notice different things about people, and what they're asking me right now is, how do you want to be noticed? How do you want to be remembered? How do you want to be looked at? How is that? Because you're going to be looked at regardless, right? People are going to talk no matter what. Right. So there's something here about leaving the scrutiny behind too, showing the world the real you. Maybe you haven't been able to do that. Maybe you're from a family where that just is not how things are, or you're working for a group where that's not how it is. Maybe you're part of a religious group even, or an organization where, even looking at tarot would be frowned upon, but I'm getting that doesn't matter. The Fool has I'm just getting that you're kind of putting something to rest here when it comes to that, because you're realizing maybe that it's really interfering with your overall happiness. Okay. And in order to have this new cycle, we have to end the tough cycle. And then we have this Fool card that's leading right into that. All right. They're telling me to get this one of these Starlight cards here. I think it's by Jessica Lee. So you have Morning Star. Keep shining even when others have quit, okay? Or maybe they've given up on you. You keep going though. You keep shining regardless. That Fool card, there's that optimism there. There's that, keeping that dream alive, that hope alive, your aspirations, being in the flow here with this King of Cups, okay? There's just a lot, again, like the energy building momentum, gaining momentum. I'm feeling that, and it's coming across right now in this reading. The energy where I'm like, almost like I can't even take a breath because it's just flowing now, okay? So maybe some of you are getting this, like, you've had a block of some kind, and it's like things are opening up for you now, okay? It's because, though, you've released that whatever's trapped, or you're releasing it, and because you're not giving up. Maybe others have. Maybe you have more perseverance than others have. You have the it factor for some of you, okay? And you may have been met with a world of resistance, I'm hearing, but there's hope. Hope will accomplish your goals with you. Okay, that's where you're going to go with hope. Almost, if you look at hope as like a friend, in the passenger seat of your life. You're driving and hope's in the passenger seat, and you kind of, you get each other through that long drive, which can sometimes be tiring, exhausting. You can't always see in the dark, right? The clouds, the fog sets in, but then, eventually there's the morning star, the morning light comes. There's that newness, that sun, that dawn in the background of that death and transformation card. It's rising. Maybe you, in fact, are a rising star. Maybe you're feeling yourself ascend, regardless of what's going on around you. You're keeping that part of yourself alive. The lotus is featured in this Fool card here, having to do, with new beginnings and traveling lightly, remembering that, you just bring the lessons with you. Don't bring the old energy and the luggage. Lessons, not luggage, right? We don't want to be lugging stuff around from our past. We want to be traveling lightly, carry on only, right? And so some of you actually are traveling, so wishing you safe travels. Some of you have seen a lot of the world. I'm picking up on that, and I just get 1212. So actually getting, you may not even be a Libra, so that's possible. And I'm getting that like a V, like Venus or victory. Yeah. So anyway, that new beginning, there's a new door. Okay, what's behind that door? Well, that's what we're going to need to find out. We'll see what's behind that door. This new door of opportunity here. You have the 10 of Pentacles, everything you're wanting. So the thing with the lotuses, they're also showing up on this card. So you have lotuses on the Fool card. Maybe you connect with lotuses. You may also connect with orchids and have found them very hard to grow or something. There's something there about that. I'm specifically getting like that pink orchid, magenta. There's a nice color associated with it. I'm getting also something about friendship too. Okay. Friendship is coming in, and I'm getting something like an eagle. They're saying like an eagle. So like an eagle, maybe that's as part of a song lyric. But it's okay. It's that. Did you ever know that you're my hero? Yeah. Okay. Like everything I wish to be. I don't know. I could fly higher than an eagle now. Okay, something about the wind beneath my wings. Some of you may have somebody crossed over in spirit too, who's really your guide. You may be feeling as though you're more connected to your guides in general. There's something here about living your purpose. There's also something about almost like if you've tried out, like imagine when you're in high school or something, and you try out for a team. Maybe you weren't selected, right? But there's something here about you choosing you for once. Okay, you choosing you for once, and creating your own team, creating your own family, if you haven't born into one that you feel you belong in, or maybe finding a new organization to belong to. Some of you are teaching. Okay, I'm getting to teach. To teach is something is going to be very helpful for you, because you're going to learn more about yourself in teaching than you may even teach. That might be your perspective on it anyway. I know it was for me. I felt like I learned so much about people and myself, and I gained so much through working with individuals in such a close way, and intensive special needs and things. And so it's really it's a unique relationship, and I'm getting some of you are really wanting that sort of group that will accept you for you, and that's going to help you get through this hard time. I'm getting Pisces energy, I'm getting Sagittarius energy. Okay, and I just there's something about they're saying in the wake of disaster, in all of the ruins and dust comes the morning star, that morning dew. That hope is a must. There's, oh my goodness. Okay, so they made it rhyme too, even. That's like beautiful, whatever, Wow, I couldn't even restate it if I tried to remember, but that's what's meant to come out and find you. I'm getting motherly energy because I am picking up on turtle. That could be grandmother, mother. I'm getting Bessie or Betsy, something along those lines, potentially for names. I heard like Vivi or BB, could be initials. The Evie, maybe Evie, like Evie's a name or something here. So there's something about don't give up when you're this close. Okay, they're saying that don't give up when you're this close. But this 10 of Pentacles here is like, oh, you are on your way to that stability, that security that you want. Now the no mud, no lotus, right? Thich Nhat Hanh. Maybe you've heard of the book, whatever. But what it is it's from the mud pushes this beautiful pushes up this beautiful blossoming lotus, and that is you. That's representative of you. What else do we have? I heard Kimberly. I heard Stasha, Tasha, Sasha, whatever. I'm sorry, I keep saying whatever. I'm not trying to be dismissive, but I'm like, that's what I heard, All right, so here you have the well, it looks like the 5 of Swords. Yeah, looks like that's the 5 of Swords here. Oh no, sorry, it's the 5 of Pentacles. It's the 5 of Pentacles here. So again, kind of having felt in the dark. So what they're giving me here, I've realized, is they're actually giving me like sort of overall outcome. And then on top of it, I'm getting more details. So when it says be bold to make the first move, I'm getting Emperor. That's sort of that's what's, where you're going, where you're headed, really embodying that energy. And when it's in this first column like this is really kind of advice too for Spirit. Okay, I've almost explained this spread a little bit. It's my own, but it changes, it fluctuates. But what I'm getting is, you wearing your heart on your sleeve, you making the first move, being bold, initiating something for yourself, for putting yourself as priority. That's what's going to help you here. They're even talking about exercise, fitness, something like that could be happening. Some of you are moving, they're moving furniture, you're moving. There's something here about feeling in between worlds even, okay? Some of you may be feeling that. Wow, so many messages coming in for you. I mean, I just saw 1717. That would be double star energy. I'm hearing the name Lucas as well. All right, Lucas. Is there? Oh, that's Luke Skywalker. I'm getting Star Wars connection. Now, I think I picked up on Star Wars a couple of readings ago, but there is something here about Star Wars. But there's something here about the power or the war between almost like good and evil, or like light and dark. So there is something here. You may feel even torn between two areas in life. You could feel torn between dimensions, or there's just some of it here, and it's like in order to really manifest what it is, what we have to do here, they're telling me, is you've got to focus on the 8 of Cups moving on. Okay, because this energy is wanting to build momentum. It's wanting to work with you, so you working with the energy to achieve what it is you want. 8 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, definitely getting away from someone that's not helping anymore. It's just not. Maybe at one time it was a great idea. Maybe you're switching careers entirely, but it's just not doing what it needs to be doing for you now. Show the real you. Some of you are at an age where it's like you can't, almost like it's like you can't afford to not be yourself. You can't afford to go after what you want, because we never know how much time we have, right? We're not guaranteed any extra time here. We don't know. So it's important to embrace that courage. The Fool, I see the Fool as being, hope and optimism is actually pretty courageous. That's not always easy. It can be, it's tough, especially after you've been through difficult times here with this 5 of Cups. But we've got to turn ourselves around. We have to get back on track here. Get back on track. Let love be your leader, not fear. All right. Kick fear to the curb. That's what I'm getting. Kick fear to the curb. That's all an illusion anyway, the fear, right? So that is not your destiny. Okay. That your troubles, your anxieties, your fears, that is not your destiny. All right. You are creating this 10 of Pentacles for yourself, that morning star. You are that star. Okay. Double star, 1717 I was getting. Even though I'm not seeing it, I'm definitely getting it. All right, let's see what else. The end of a tough cycle. Some of you are going to meet somebody too. They're going to make a difference in your life in some way. Could be romantic, doesn't have to be. I did post a reading last week about love. Maybe you want to check that out. It went over 4 situations, including those single, those in a relationship, etc. So you have the 8 of Wands. Now I was getting very, very, very speedy energy here. I'm ready to deliver. So I don't know if you're in labor or if you're delivering some news or if someone's delivering to you. I feel as though this is the universe saying, we are ready. Are you? We're ready to deliver this blessing your way. We're ready to deliver all of that and more. Okay. With this energy is gaining momentum, but you have to be real to you and real about what you want and be prepared to accept the consequences of you making this change. Not everybody's going to be on team. I just heard Lisa. So not everyone's going to be on team Lisa or team whatever your name is, right? Sylvester or Leo. Okay. No, not everyone's going to necessarily be rooting for you, but let's ask ourselves, do we really need everybody to be on our side or on our team? I know I don't. We're not running for mayor, right? You're running to be a main player, main driver in your driver's seat of life, okay, and that chariot. That's what that's what we're going for. I'm getting Poppy or Pappy, Pepe, Meme and Pepe. Maybe you have some sort of French background or something. They're giving me Bert as well. Bert, Bertrand. Okay, some of you are new grandparents. Congratulations. Okay, Leo? They're giving me the name Leo in some way. 5 of Wands, right? So, I wouldn't be surprised now if we saw that 7 of Swords, because I feel like whenever I'm seeing this sort of, no, actually, no, that's not it. Okay, so like I said, with this 8 of Wands, there's no doubt going to be likely some sort of conflict here. Now, there's a way to maneuver through conflict, all right? You don't have to be like them. You don't have to be like them, right? We don't have to stoop to different levels, low levels, right? We don't have to live our lives the way those around us are living theirs. We have a choice. We actually have a choice. And we also have the ability to change our lives right from where we sit and stand right now. Right from where we are, we have the ability to change our lives. All right. Now it's almost like so relax into that knowledge. Embrace it. Let it envelop you. You have that ability. You have authority. Some of you, it's going to help a lot to release yourself from drama. Past hurts, all that. Some of you also may have coping mechanisms or something they're not healthy. And you know that. You know that yourself. You don't need me or any other tarot reader to tell you that. You already know. Some of you really are ready to put that behind, whatever it could be. Cigarettes, alcohol, sugar, codependency, gambling. Who knows what it could be? All the things that people think are bad, right? So we all have our things. Maybe it's negative self-talk. Maybe it's excess worry. Maybe it's giving too much of yourself, right? Living above your means, maybe even. We all have our things, right? But you have that strength and will to overcome this. You are limitless. Check out that infinity symbol. You are absolutely limitless. Now, you know what's interesting is I was getting magician energy when I was talking about you being able to create the life you want. And what do we have? We have the other card that has that infinity symbol on it. They're telling me it could require a Herculean effort. Hercules is coming through. Maybe that's a dog you had or something. I'm also getting something about a bulldog. So it could be maybe reminding you of high school or something. Or what is it? A mascot, could be. But this is a beautiful card here, this strength card. There's something about how you're speaking or allowing others to speak to you that's going to make a big difference in you manifesting your dreams. Now they're slowing it down a bit here. It's like as this release, and I'm getting something about someone having a chuckle or the name Chuckle. Is Chuckles a candy? They're giving me sort of something about that. They're telling me about a sweet tooth. Maybe some of you like me, need to think about our sugar intake because I'm like loving sweets lately and I need to get rid of that. Not all together, but mm. They're really wanting me to showcase this strength card. So they're actually, I've never done this before, but they want me to actually prop it up. That is sort of a key factor in all of this right now, this strength card. All right. It's really, they're telling you about, you're the boss. Okay. And they're saying, yeah, you don't have to always go by the book. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. This is about your passion, your inner strength. Okay. It's not through brute force that this crow's achieved the challenging goal of taming this lion. No, it's because they've mastered the ability to connect with the higher frequency, much like you. And that's why I say, if you can think it, you can be it, or dream it, whatever, believe it, you can have that new beginning. But it's going to come from you taking your own advice, trusting and respecting yourself, keeping yourself at that higher frequency. So the positive energy that the crow radiates enables them to balance on the lion's nose. This is what the artist meant when they were doing this deck. I've read the book. That's what this is all about, this strength card, this particular one. And language I bring into that. So I get a lot of intuitive stuff too. Language, some of you gardening or flowers is your joy, or your mom's it was, rose even. So there's that coming in too. But there's something here about, they're saying, keep it light, keep it lively. All right. So again, that positive energy. All right. So this is about mutual respect, even. They're mutually respecting each other, right? It's possible to live in harmony even with those who we feel are harmful. It's somehow we have to get to a place of our own peace. So maybe it's about removing egos to some degree, or taming them, quieting fear, allowing her to hear her own inner guidance, the higher consciousness, right? That high priestess energy. So this is about, from this place, knowing what she knows, he, she, they, them, what they know here. This is suggesting you're going to have an experience that requires you to come from a place of inner peace, of higher knowing, freeing yourself from ego, from fear, from illusion, from debt. You may feel indebted. Your debts are paid. I'm not talking about money. Some of us, we have things we need to take care of financially. Sure. Those are 3D things. Those are less important than higher dimensions, right? Than our spirituality. So getting control of our emotions, our motives, and giving it up to God or whoever your higher being. Give it up that you can't control everybody. Don't be an emperor in reverse, right? We want to keep that upright emperor here. But you have the wisdom, you have the higher consciousness, you have the ability. You are already at the higher frequency. And again, don't be surprised if other people don't know how to work with this new you. I feel for a lot of you, this has been a long time coming. This change, this development, because you never gave up. It's about time we are rewarded, right? Just had the lights flicker. And I know right now it can seem really dark and arduous, stormy. November has been difficult. It could continue to be, as I've been saying since last month. But there's something here about reliance on yourself. There are a lot of egos at play, perhaps in your personal life. There are, even on the grand stage of the world right now. But you know what's going to carry you forward. I love this card. I feel like framing it, and they're wanting me to be like that's how you need to hold yourself in such high regard that like really put yourself out there, show the world the real you as far as your accomplishments, and just as far as you in general. You are your greatest accomplishment. All right. Page of Wands. I'm getting that song. I heard it through the grapevine. Some of you are going to hear some good news. And they're telling me something about getting supplies, resources. They're saying something. I'm getting a duck connection here with this. I'm getting a lease of some kind. Eyes. Protected. Yeah, you're protected. They're even talking about like evil eye protection, something like that. You're protected by the truth. And I have Ace of Swords. Yeah, okay, that's one of my cards of truth for sure. Breakthrough, truth, clear communication, connection. This is you leveling up too, actually. It's what you do with this information, this new insight you have, or whatever it is with this message you receive, either intuitively or from an actual, other person or something. They're talking about tortilla or tortellina. I don't know what that is. And you have, oh my goodness, I love it. So you have the moon, and I'm going to tell you, it flipped in the deck. Okay, Page of Swords here. Another, again, clarity. Again, they're telling me it's what you do with this information that matters. Some of you may be getting some shocking news. We all may be getting some more shocking news as a world or country or whatever, right? We could all be getting that. But it's what you do with it. You could actually somehow, there's some element here of harnessing this free, and using it as one of your powers. And so, we'll see how that plays out for you, but it's an interesting message that I haven't received before. But with these combination of cards, I guess it does make sense. The Page of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Moon. And this came out in reverse. And that's actually, I would like to see the moon in reverse, because that's an end to the delusions, illusions, fears, anxieties, that feeling of feeling bankrupt when you're not. You are not bankrupt. Now, if you're literally bankrupt with the banks, that's different. Okay. I'm not here for that. I'm here talking about metaphorically. They haven't taken everything. This situation has not taken everything. You are still gold. You're golden. It's a new time for you. I can't look at a reading and not mention that when I'm seeing the Emperor, the Strength, the King of Cups, the the Ace of Wands, the Fool card, the Page of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Page of. I mean, you have it all here. It's like you have it all going on. You have that Ten of Pentacles here. That's that long-term stability. Things are coming in. But there's also this element too. Oh, you may be seeing woodpeckers, because right now I'm getting march to the beat of your own drum. Yeah, that's so. And keep yourself on track, right? Staying on track here online. The Tower. Yeah. Time's up for something or someone. And I think you're the one who's decided that. It is time to decide. It's time to make a decision. One that is for your benefit. And that's not selfish. Choosing you is not selfish. All right. So then you have the Six of Cups. This is going to feel new to some of you. Choosing you. You may feel a bit of guilt even. Someone may be trying to make you feel guilty. It could lead to a painful ending. There's a Tower here and a Ten of Swords. There is definitely some sort of ending, okay? And I can't tell you it won't be difficult, because it is. You have all these ending cards. You have, the only one, you don't have the Six of Swords, but otherwise you have, well, you don't have the Death card either, but you have Eight of Cups, you have Five of Cups, you have the Tower, you have the Ten of Swords. I mean, this is a big transformation that's happening for you. And you are protected. You need to know that you are protected. And then some people actually may be impressed at how well you handled or will handle a situation that could be devastating to some, but to you, it's like you're handling it, whatever this was. Now, I'm not predicting here, oh, you're going to have a Tower now. This is like if you already came to the reading and you're already sensing that yourself. It's the end of a tough cycle. That's the Tower. But you have this new cycle. Now, for some too, I'm going to say, and I'm not, it's not all, I'm going to sugarcoat here. Some of you had something that felt like a sure thing, and then it ended, it fell apart. And there's a lot of hurt that goes with that. Deception, devastation, a lot of it was shocking. But you know why? There was something about you were swiftly removed from a situation that was not in your best interest. If you're wondering why something happened, it's because your angels, your guides, Your true calling maybe was at play, but you were not meant to some of you were, it's like a third party thing here. There was something else involved in this relationship, situation, job, whatever it was, business deal, whatever it could be, that you maybe didn't know fully, and you were protected. This is the 1111 card. This is, it's you actually were celebrating here. You've been gifted this new opportunity. You were saved by the bell, they're telling me. It's like you received a message. I just saw 444 on the timer too. You were guided. You're being guided still. And can you make something work? Yes, you can make something work. I'm hearing that and seeing it in this card. You can make something work. You can start over if you need to. Go confidently. I'm getting it, black olives. So loving black, somebody really likes black olives. Maybe you just ate some. Maybe there's a name Olive, that, you know, someone's name is Olive. Oh, I just heard someone may have been olive oil from like Popeye, or Popeye for Halloween or something. Death card, there it is. We knew this would come up, right? I said you have all these like moving on kind of cards. Well, you have death now too, this transformation. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. Something had to end. They're telling me even something was basically almost like diseased, okay? Because what happened is that this thing, this situation, it like affected with whatever was going on with it. Say you were in a relationship with somebody and they worked too much, okay? Or they, you know, had an ex or kids or something, that it just wasn't like, it was just not a healthy situation. It's almost like if you step back and you take your feelings out of it for a moment, you'll see that it was just a, well, for some of you, I'm hearing corrupt, for some, for like a business thing or whatever. But for some of you, it's like, it was better that way. It's better that way. You weren't supposed to do that anyway. Does that make it any easier to process the feelings? It might, but likely no, it still hurts and cuts deep, right? Still hurting, maybe. But it was like, it's like you're being freed from whatever that disease almost was, right? Maybe you are literally being freed from your ailments of some kind. Maybe this relationship or this job made you sick. Maybe it made you feel sick, and now you're being released. Look, this is, see the body leave, see the crow leaving the body. You're able to leave a physical thing, a person, a place, something. You've left something behind and decided that the morning is over. Maybe this is the morning star. You have that new beginning after whatever this is, this transformation. But it's like, no matter what's been going on, remember strength. They're telling me, remember what we spoke about with this card, strength. It's like you're letting everything in, for some of you, to let it all out. There's a massive release here at this part of your journey for some of you. And you're going to feel a lot lighter. When you're showing the world the real you, you're allowing those blessings to come in. You're opening yourself up. You're putting yourself out there. You're saying, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this one, that, whatever. It's going to be a new era, really. It's a new era. Now, timing wise, I can never predict that usually, not in a reading such as this. And even still, time can be interesting as an energy reader. Now, what else are we letting go of? Okay. So, letting go. This is the Magic of Letting Go Oracle by Midnight Oracle. Letting go. Give us a little more information, please, spirits, guides, angels. What else do we need to know? If you enjoy this reading, please do like, subscribe, share, become a member, leave a comment. I would appreciate all of it. It really does help. And if you want, check out my second channel, Schoolhouse Intuitive Messages, where I read for all 12 signs. On to this, though. Overcommitted. I'm hearing jealousy too. Some of you, maybe you had some. This is about striking a balance, though. Saying no to some things shows you what matters. We can't say yes to everything and everyone, right? Allow change. We can't fight towers. Deaths, 10 of Swords. Some of you may have had surgery and it didn't go well, right? You may be healing from that. You may still be healing from that. Like it's a rough journey maybe, but it's like, yeah, let go of blame. I want to tell you a story, okay? Just taking accountability. Own your actions and choices to be empowered. Own your part, right? Taking accountability. And that's what I had to do. I'm going to tell you a quick story. If you don't like stories, fast forward to a couple minutes later. All right. I had a surgery early this year. And at first it seemed that it went well. But then, and I didn't share this with you deeply anyway. I might have briefly touched on it. You may have known because if you asked, I may have commented to you or something that something happened. But in general, I didn't focus on this in the readings. That's not why I'm here. But I am going to share this story with you because now I'm being told by Spirit to do so. Maybe some of you can relate to this. I had a surgery. I thought it went well. 10 or 11 days in, I had this horrible infection, double infection. Found out that it was caused by the surgery, which makes me think, what were they, dirty? Did they give me like terrible whatever, bacteria? Like this, someone's to blame, basically. And months went on. I mean, I struggled for so long, and I still am having things that are cropping up, and sometimes I worry, oh, what if this happens again? So I won't get into all the details, but it was a very bad infection, and it led to a serious health problem where my life was endangered. And that's, first of all, that's a very scary place to be. And some of you have received big diagnoses in your life can relate. You think you don't know how much time you have. Now that'll give you a different perspective on everything, right? And so what I found though in this journey is I was my ego came into it. I really wanted somebody to blame, I guess. And that's not like me, but I just needed to, I was focusing, instead of focusing just on the healing, I was allowing blame to come in. Now, I hadn't done anything wrong. I hadn't caused this. It was definitely caused by the surgery. And then what led from that, like it was all stemming from that one day, towards the beginning of the year, this spring. And I had, the only way that I was able to heal and get past this and open up to what I truly believe is a miracle. A couple of things. Yes, I stayed faithful. I had the hope. Even though it was super dark, I somehow maintained this level of light of some kind. But I stopped blaming the surgeon. I stopped blaming the doctors. I stopped blaming everything that happened, all the missteps. I mean, some people are like, you should have sued, but there's a variety of reasons why that didn't happen. But the point is that I didn't realize what an impact. I felt very entitled, basically. I felt entitled to my anger, to my disgust, really, with them, with the medical team. I felt very entitled to my feelings, and I was, but what it was doing is I was basically overcommitted, as in this card. I was overcommitted to being mad, being pissed off. I was mad. I was scared. I was coming from that tower, I thought I was, gonna be heading out soon. You know what I'm saying? Like it was awful. It was terrible. So when I'm seeing these cards together, it's like, no, I need to share this with you and let you know that even how, and I've also dealt with trauma, so much trauma in my life too. So it's like, and I've told you that, it's like, I don't want to sound like a broken record. Who hasn't dealt with trauma, right? But as soon as I stopped and I forgave or forgot, at least, what happened with the surgery, with the trauma, whatever, only then was I really healed. It's like there wasn't even room for a miracle with my stuffy, dark, heavy feelings in these situations. Things I never thought I'd be able to forgive, I've forgiven, because freedom for me. That's what it was. It's freedom for me and having faith in my dreams and in myself. So maybe some of you can relate. You've gone through absolute devastation. Some of you have lost and have been hurt and wounded, and that's not okay, right? And you're entitled to your feelings, just as I'm entitled to my feelings over what happened to me. But that can't be the end of us, right? That we have to keep going, letting go of that blame. what I took accountability for was my reaction to what happened. I'm not taking responsibility for the surgery going wrong, for the precautions they didn't take, for the measures that, from them not listening to me after, leading me to a hospitalization because they didn't listen, that I was very sick, clearly. And then it got to the point of being almost septic, and being hospitalized for days. Like, that was terrible, right? I let go of that, though. Can you believe it? I actually let go of that because I don't want to live in a place of hate and blame and, you know, putting them down, basically, that which would be my ego, right? I didn't want to live through that. I just wanted to heal. And in order to do that, I can't be angry and heal at the same time. It wasn't possible for me. Maybe you found a way. I don't know, but I was not. Those are what I call incompatible behaviors. Okay, you can't stand up and sit at the same time, right? Right? It's like you can't sneeze and eat at the same time, or laugh, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are things you can't be doing at this. They're incompatible. They cannot be done at the same time. I'm sure you can think of dozens of examples. Couldn't heal. I couldn't move on. I couldn't raise my vibration up so that my body's natural processes could kick in and really heal me. I couldn't do that where I was, when I was laying blame, pointing fingers, angry, yelling, crying, upset, sad. Couldn't do it. My strength came back when I realized that I actually had the power, just with my decision in taking accountability for how I was responding and reacting, taking my healing into my own hands, and getting back to that frequency I was before the surgery. And now I feel like, because of these difficulties, I actually learned a lot about myself. I learned about who was really there for me, who wasn't. And I learned about how I really have more control over things than I thought. I really feel that a miracle actually was at play, and that I was able to access it finally, and access the healing, because I was willing to finally let go of the blame. And for some of you, it's let go of the blame, let go of the shame, let go of, you have a variety of things too, right? So yeah, I don't always share personal stuff. I'm very, very hesitant to share that story completely with people. I just feel like that's not really why I'm here, but actually it is why I'm here. The reason I go through some of the things I do is so that I can share with people like you. To show you that I'm human. I'm not I haven't had this, I don't have this great life over here in tarot land, you know? I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's meant to be kind of funny. Like, this isn't like all lovely and happy and, oh, just be positive, people. I know how hard it is. I get it. I know how difficult life can be. I'm going through it too, right? And the only thing, I'm just feeling like we're here to support each other. And that's one of my main goals with this channel. We're here to support each other. And if I get comments from this now, which I have in the past when I've shared that, oh, you talk too much or whatever. Well, maybe I do, but we all have choices. You don't have to be here on my channel, right? But those of you who are, we're working together on this, on something great. We're working together on our dreams. No matter what our individual dreams might be, we can collectively support each other in a certain way here to some degree. Let's see what else we have. No excuses. This is creating positive change. Take responsibility for your actions and choices. That's so funny, because that's just what I said. I had to take responsibility and accountability for my response to what was going on. It was life-changing, okay? Definitely life-changing. And a lot of things that used to bother me don't. And now I understand how, some people feel when they get that sort of really bad news, that you feel like your time might be up. The bottom line is we don't know, right? So, and by the way, I'm not trying to trigger anyone. If you yourself are in crisis, or you're feeling those feelings of, whatever it is, it's so, is overcoming you, please connect with 988. All right. You can text, call, because there is support. There's hope. There's help. Yeah. Honor your feelings. You are entitled to your feelings. Wow, this really became an emotional, like heavy kind of reading, but it's not meant to be heavy. I'm only sharing the darkness so that I can help others achieve the light. That, I know, as corny as that sound, but that's true. I just said that randomly. Like it's not like my motto or something, like a slogan, but really it's like the only reason I'll share any of this, and then we might go low for a minute, is so we can all go higher than we already are. That's my goal here. With moon readings, you never know what you're going to get. It can absolutely become emotional at times. Now, for numbers, I just really like this deck, my little Soul Reflections deck here. All right, and you have 88. Oh, goodness, I already knew this was coming up because you had the 8, you had strength, you had 8 here, you had 8 here, you had 3 8s. So you actually have triple 8s in this reading. Remember, you have the 8 of Pentacles, Strength card, and the 8 of Wands. So you already had 8 8, and now you have 8 8. So this is triple 8s in my book. Okay, triple or quadruple. This is a sign of enlightenment. This is you've achieved wisdom and you find success. All right. Now, animal wise, I always like to get the animals. Crow is really our animal. Okay, that's crow came in today. All right. So crow having to do with the intelligence, the let's see, where's my little Ted Andrews book? The intelligence, the language. They're creative. They're extremely intelligent. So you may be coming up with creative, intelligent ways to solving a problem. They're magical, right? Crows are magical. It's like unexpected help with problems and obstacles will bring relief. That's what crow talks about, or crow medicine is about. All right. I want to get one final card here, and I probably will read from the deck. This is the Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. And let's hope this gives us a nice sort of final message here. Final message. All right. And I'm sending out healing, vibes to those of you who need it. Whatever your circumstances are, I do hope things improve for you. We have Hot Moon, card 34, Extremes. Ooh, a lot of passion there. Card 34. Makes me think of 7, well, Chariot, So for 34, this is about learning how to handle crises with calm and resilience. I'm going to say balance, because it's a word we Libras love, right? Balance. Seeking balance is superior to seeking extremes. There are better ways to handle conflict than rage and outrage. Okay, what I shared is now relevant again. There may be someone who seeks to disrupt your business or life in some way. Remember, this too shall pass. This is about handling extremes with grace, yet seeking balance in all things. Most of us have experienced extremes of weather, boiling hot days, or the freezing of snow and ice. You certainly know you're alive because the sensation can be so overwhelming or stressful on the body. The hot moon appeared in the hottest time of the year, where the days were longest and the rains less frequent. Similarly, we can experience extremes in life. Death, job losses, relationship breakdowns, true fears, big conflicts, booms, busts, and yet, this is life. Our situation can change quickly for better or for worse. The hot moon challenges us to build our resilience and reserves of wisdom and calm for those times where things are at their extreme. It reminds us that developing grace under pressure is worth its weight in gold, and that even these extremes in time will pass. A companion stone or metal would be sunstone. That's thank you for that message, Stacey DeMarco. I feel like that really summarizes this reading well. I love it when that happens. It lets me know that we are on the right track here, and that it just sort of puts an exclamation point or a period at the end of our sentence here with this reading. So I do wish you well, and hopefully you gained something from this reading. If you did, you know how to show support. And take care, Libra, and others, friends.